It's here, guys. This is what it's called. Every gameplay update we made in the last 6 months, March 2025 update featuring at the end a show match for like 20 minutes. You guys know I got to go in and play a little bit of Jinx when I was last in there, and the game was a little different when I got to see it, but I don't know how that reflects to this version because like they got an hour of changes, right? So let's get into it.
I'm here with Sean and Clock for a
Let me know how the
update
audio
on
is.
2XKO. Last month, we announced that we're revisiting our plans for Alpha Lab 2. We'll go over all the big gameplay changes since Alpha Lab 1.
Whoa.
And walk you through our newest champion, Jinx. At this point, we're feeling pretty confident about the core game.
This is a new stage, right?
And so we're entering a new stage of development and shifting our focus to the mountain of surrounding work that it takes to launch a really great game. This is stuff like back-end servers, improving matchmaking, localization,
Yeah, it's an
and
Noxus
UI.
stage.
Alpha Lab 2 was intended to be a larger scale playtest on the road to launch, but as we were putting it together, we find ourselves having to make some short-term trade-offs that could end up ultimately delaying the launch of the game. So we've decided to downsize that test in the spirit of getting the full game out to everyone as soon as we can.
I'm of the opinion this game should just come out ASAP. Put me the game in like open beta or something and just like rip it and let me get hands on the game right now and like whatever it has right now, because the longer I wait, the more I'm like, dude. And the more other stuff is around the corner, right? I just want the game as soon as possible. The quicker I get it, the better.
We're still planning a large-scale playtest closer to the actual launch, and as we dial in the details, we'll continue to put the game together and keep you in the loop. For the entire rest of this video, we're just going to show you all the things we've been working on ever since Alpha Lab 1.
So we just received a lot of feedback that inputs felt confusing, inconsistent, and
I didn't have a
there's
problem
actually
with this,
some
but I
that
know a lot of people
overlapped
did,
and you're trying to do one thing, but you got the wrong outcome. So if you remember before in Alpha Lab 1, down heavy was your anti-air, down forward heavy was your launcher. We made it so that just down heavy is your launcher that has anti-air properties. You're able to have a little invincibility there, and you can follow up with a combo. This button for Darius used to be his anti-air. This is now forward and heavy, so you can still use it for pressure and combo routes and things like that.
Cool.
I also want to talk about sweeps and overheads. The input for overhead used to be forward and medium, and we got a lot of feedback that people were like, hey, I'm running after people and I'm trying to hit medium to start pressure or combo, but I'm actually getting my overhead, and it didn't feel very good. Now, characters that have overheads, they're now on down, forward, and medium.
Okay.
And we're trying to consolidate that, as well as sweep is down, forward, heavy.
All right.
And then the other thing I want to talk about was team button simplification. Forward plus team to call your forward assist, especially out of block, was a little bit of a struggle because sometimes you would get push block and then, you know, lose a bar.
Yeah, that was really annoying.
It just wasn't very intuitive with how you'd want to pressure folks. So now you just press team, that does your old forward assist. Holding back and hitting team, that does your back assist.
Okay, so you can just like hit neutral.
But then you might be wondering like, well, hey, how do I do tag launcher? Because I used to press team for that. Well, we wanted to make it consistent and easy to remember. If down and heavy is your launcher with anti-air properties, then down and team is your tag launcher.
This is the kind of stuff that they were messing with when I was there, so these are cool changes.
You used to be able to hold forward plus team or hold back plus team to get a charge assist or a running assist.
Right.
We removed that from the game except for in Sidekick fuse, which is a new fuse I'll talk about in a bit. It actually led to some pretty stale gameplay across all teams. Where you sit full screen, you hold forward or back plus team, you send your assist across, and you see what happens.
I was so annoyed by this. As someone whose team didn't do this really, like, yeah, this is really annoying.
If it hit, you handshake tag and you do a big combo. If they blocked it, you handshake tag and you do pressure. If they jump, you handshake tag and then you jump and air throw or launch. They were like, well, I'm just gonna hit the assist. Well, then you punch them with your point for hitting it. So on top of that too, it actually allowed for a lot of follow-ups that we really didn't intend for. And it just started to make kits a little bit more homogenized than we like. Darius S2 knocks you really far away, you know, outside of the corner. But with charge assists, you could just hold it and run across the screen and follow up. And so again, it made a lot of the situations and outcomes pretty similar. So we're excited to separate that out a little bit.
Yeah.
We heard a lot of feedback around down being a struggle on some peripherals in particular.
You guys are not down fans, right?
That as the input.
How many of you hate down as an input? I think it's one of the most disliked inputs for some reason. I don't mind. I actually think it's totally fine. I feel like this in every game.
Now the input is hitting any normal plus special.
That's definitely a lot
Super
easier.
1, you hit, I can do S1 plus L.
It's basically like a one-button super now.
The super for Darius, I can do M plus S1. I can do S1 plus, you know, H. And they all give me that S1 super.
So the other super must be S2.
Oh yeah, S2 super. Same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
So you hit S2 plus any normal button. It should be pretty straightforward and easy.
It's pretty fast
also,
too. The super's not very long.
A little bit about ultimates. S1 plus S2, that does your ultimate now.
Yeah.
You may have noticed just here that they cost 3 bars now, because we really wanted to make them feel impactful and
3 bars,
a little bit rare. And so
that is
when you see them,
expensive.
you know they hit. We've adjusted the damage accordingly as well. And also, we also adjusted meter gain. I know some of you, myself included, may have been in Alpha Lab. You got this happy birthday clock's 9 over here. And you know, one of the characters falls out. And if it's their point
really
character
annoying.
and they punish you while you're still doing the combo, you're like,
this happened
why
to
did they
me
get punished
so
for
much.
hitting
This is
multiple?
one of my biggest complaints. This is maybe my biggest complaint about the game. You would hit one character and then like the hit stop would carry over to the other character, and then you're like, that was just MH. MH not comboing in like a versus game against 2 characters is like baffling.
We reduced global hit pause and made some key adjustments to counter hit pause as well in order to remove some of those cases where the happy birthday would just drop unexpectedly. And to a similar effect, assists no longer enter the battlefield if the point champions hit before the assist lands. Those reductions actually make combos a little bit shorter and made the game feel quite a bit faster.
Yeah.
One other thing I want to talk
You probably
about
noticed like that Yasuo combo he just did. Look how fast this is.
Would just drop unexpectedly. And to a similar effect, we heard a lot of pain around parrying a physical attack and then accidentally getting another parry afterwards, causing you to not only whiff that parry, but lose that meter and then get punched by your opponent. You're like, hey, this is a sharp reversal of fortune. Can we not do that? We took that out, of course.
Physical hit parries are slower,
situations like when you're double tapping and character canceling. So folks that were using those techniques should find things a lot more consistent. We made some changes to fuses and other core gameplay systems, you know, based on a lot of stuff that we heard. Starting a little bit with Pulse, you know, the message I
Pulse change is really cool.
Last month.
I think it's a good,
you know, talking
good
about
choice.
that fact that it's not a fuse anymore, and more specifically, we actually have it as a toggle and champ select. Anybody can turn it on and off at that moment. At the bottom, it says Pulse combo. So
you can
any of us
on.
can hit
the captions are in the way,
at the top. The old Pulse icon appears, and that means that you have Pulse enabled. And you know, just as a reminder, Pulse, you know, will let you mash light, medium, or heavy, and they'll go into like a short combo. And if you have the meter, it'll do a super. You know, there's still like much better combos to do out there, but it's a really great start if you want to get in there and have a good time. And start to
this
learn
is
the
really
flow
good.
of
Having
what
auto
these characters
combos as
can
a
do.
toggle is really nice.
We still wanted you to be able to chain like light attacks. So
hold back
you can
maybe.
Hold back or down back and mash light, and you'll just get chainable light attacks and not the whole pulse combo.
So I want to talk about 2 new fuses.
I think a lot of you were asking for this fuse, huh?
We'll first talk about Sidekick a little bit. A lot of y'all like asked us like, hey, I want to learn this game, but I kind of want to learn in a support role.
The Yumi mode?
You know, we came up with this fuse called Sidekick, where the character that you start with on point, they never switch out. You know, however, your friend can come in and perform an assist, but they don't switch out ever there. They can also do charge assist. So remember before I was like, hey, those are gone from the game except for Sidekick. So Tom, if you like hold the team button, see the old charge assist is back.
Let's say that your team right now is like Echo Yasuo and you want to learn Echo Jinx, right? Like that's where I'm at. I'm gonna probably do this in the Alpha Lab. Like really, I want to learn Jinx. Then I could put the Echo assist in the backpack like this, and then just force myself to play Jinx over and over.
Cool thing is, you know, this Sidekick can actually get up to 5 bars a meter. Your point character gets a little bit of a health boost along with a defensive boost once they're at 20% or less health.
30%.
Sorry, 30% less health. The cool thing is that the assist can perform a super in tandem with their point character.
Try. There you go.
Boom. Oh,
that's cool.
If you notice, like Sidekick has Fury Break at the
I
start.
can't. I have
you know, we
stuff
used to
do
call
tomorrow.
the combo breaker system in our game dynamic save.
It's a mouthful.
That's a lot.
It's
That's a
lot
terrible
of
name, I
words,
think.
all right, and so we now just call it break. When one of your champions dies, your remaining champion will get 50% of their break meter, and it will change to this new meter at the top you see called Fury Break. These 2 fuses, Sidekick and Solo, they actually start off with Fury because, of course, they don't have another champ.
They're gonna talk about it a little bit.
Cool thing about Sidekick is that
it's a burst.
The assist character, the assist champion, the person using it, can actually like reduce the combo damage their point is receiving. We call it like combo softener internally.
It's the fucking MK mash on the thing,
you
you
start
know?
to learn the timing of combos subconsciously when you're doing it, but you really feel like you can help out.
How do you do it?
So basically, you press any attack button the moment that
It's called brace.
the opponent's attack lands. So
we're gonna try it. We're gonna see you do this. The little blue glow is the softener. Ooh.
Yeah.
a little too early, but yeah,
Terrible.
You got it.
All right.
And so
It's the reduce,
actually really fun to like learn the timing and help out in that way. Then I want to talk about Juggernaut. So that's the fuse that I have on my side of the screen. This fuse was one where we talked to a lot of players that let us know like, hey, I really want to get into this game.
Juggernaut.
But I really want to start by just learning a single champion.
That's a good name.
You start with them. You start with 2 meters. Similar to Sidekick, there's a max of 5.
How many of you are like
health,
that? You would just literally want to play one
health
champ,
boost,
like you don't
gain a
care about the
defensive
other.
boost when you're at 30% or less health. You also don't have access to assists.
There's quite a few of you, I think.
Fury Break at this round start, similar to Sidekick.
Yeah, in Skullgirls, a lot of people play solo.
This one's interesting that you can cast self double down, meaning you can do super into super or super into ultimate. So we'll do this, and I can do S2 super.
Sidekick and Juggernaut, they're unique in that during gameplay, the point and the assists cannot switch roles.
That shit
However,
didn't work.
During pre-round agency, so when it says
maybe
ready
it also
fight,
doesn't work.
We allow in
well, actually, it did work, but he didn't at the end of the super, right?
Players to switch by holding the team button, then it could do a quick tag. That's also the same.
He also
case
has
for
unique
Juggernaut
super, so
and
maybe that's
Sidekick.
why.
So in the case of Sidekick,
yeah, so when you have Juggernaut, you can switch between which one you play. Same thing with Sidekick, right?
you know, I'm Sean's sidekick, but maybe the next round we want to switch it up.
You'd have to cancel earlier,
we
I
can
think.
switch at the beginning of the round, and then I am the new point character.
I think that's how Yasuo's was before with
same for
double jump
Juggernaut
kind of
as
anyway.
well. If you can pick two characters, you don't even have to play the second character, but you can always switch between them from round to round.
You actually sideboard a character. So your opponent doesn't even actually know which one you're gonna pick. I think that this kind of a mode is really good for versus game. You guys all know, like when I played Skullgirls, I was like, I have Ophelia and I have a big band assist or whatever, right? I'm like, I don't have a big band yet. So like when I wanted to learn that character, I needed to like pick him on point. When you first start playing a team game, you always learn one character and then you learn like half of another character. So this is really good for learning the other character. So it's useful for new players, but it's also probably really useful for people who are new and just want to learn.
Has no assist to call, and there's no tag launcher or another champion to tag to, just hitting team causes this eject state, which forces their point character out and forces that assist character in.
They did it? They put snapback for fucking... They gave snapback to the solos? Oh, hell no. It's fucking over. And it's incoming mix?
And forces that assist character in, and now that's their new point.
Oh,
so you could do things like this, and you know, they...
dude. Yeah, Clockwork did block that.
Like, I won't be able to deal with that, but...
my defense.
The next thing I want to talk about was Limit Strike.
That's pretty funny.
Again, this is along the lines of really just enabling y'all to have some really interesting decisions in all kinds of situations at various points in the
these
fight.
are the reactions.
One of the ways our combos work is that if you do like what we call like a major reaction, like a ground bounce or a wall bounce or a tumble, you do one of those in a combo, you don't get another one.
This is how it
so
worked
if you try
before,
to do another one, it just ends the combo. But now, depending on what you end the combo with, you get a little bit of a bonus on top of it. With the ground bounce, you get extra damage. If you do another wall bounce, you get extra meter. So you see extra meter bonus pops up on the bottom left. And if you do like another tumble, if I was good enough, it does a hard knockdown.
Yeah, and from that hard knockdown, I can't roll forward or back, so I'm kind of stuck holding whatever mix-up they have.
In Alpha Lab 1, these things, meter and damage, weren't decoupled.
Yeah, you always
so
did
it meant
max
a lot of
damage
decisions
and
around the
max
routes that you would pursue
setup.
just weren't
Basically,
very
you always got
interesting.
both.
As a result, in this new version that you're going to play, meter and damage are now separated from one another. And attacks build up very specific amounts of meter, independent of the damage done. And this just allows you to choose like, hey, do I want to pick a specific route for damage, or do this other route that might do less damage but maybe gives me more meter, or even positioning as well.
Wait, how much did this build 1 bar? This one builds like 90% of a bar.
And attacks build up very specific amounts of meter, independent of the damage done.
I think it's cool that if you
well.
use the reactions, you can like take the
with
meter
tricks.
ender or
We
whatever.
really want to give players a lot of decision making within their combos based on how they start, based on how they want to end, and their champions and how they can capitalize off of these different
that's new.
enders.
Exactly. And Clock talked a little bit about like hard knockdown, limiting some options.
Wow, that
And
built a fuck ton of meter.
I want to talk a little bit more about that. We actually gave you some options when you get knocked down, so that you're not just like stuck there and having to just guess
hard
for your
knockdown,
life
time to
all the
mix. Oh my god. The problem with Alpha Lab 1, I think, was like every time you hit someone, you always got like max damage, max meter into the best setup your character could do, and you would just loot the same like combos over and over, and they were pretty long. This is interesting to me because it incentivizes you to come up with different combo routes to obtain different objectives, i.e. the hard knockdown setup, right, is a combo you would choose to route for if you wanted hard knockdown and you knew you couldn't kill on the combo. Or the other combo where you can take meter build and just do a double whatever. All of this is like way more interesting than the way Alpha Lab was, which is like you just do the same combo from every hit. What if every hit converts to my positive meter infinite? Not every character can be 0.
Time over and over
I'll say
again, and literally just stuck in the forever vortex off of everything. You have a bunch of options now. So
yeah, the roll.
You can hold forward and roll forward. And this, as you saw, this does go through you, and this can be a way to get you out the corner. You can also hold backwards and roll back. And then you still
Roll back,
can use your get up attack as well.
Right.
And that's just
so
like holding
rolls
out
or wake up
S1 or
attack.
S2.
Yeah, and we've also made a change to the get up attack in that it breaks armor now, so you can't just like blow through get up attacks with armor.
I want to talk a little bit about assist speed as well. And so some of the assists in our game were just flying in way too quick.
They were
There was,
like less
no
than 10
reaction
frames
time
or something,
whatsoever.
right?
And so we slowed it down a little bit. So the assist that comes in, it went from 10 frames to 15 frames. And just allowing for a little bit more interaction.
It was
as
10
well.
frames? Holy shit.
Most players didn't mind making mistakes, but did mind when they frequently found themselves in zero agency states for long periods of time. So we've been working on some changes designed to increase the fun uptime and reduce the amount of time you spend trapped in the corner, getting comboed, et cetera, et cetera.
What up, Draggle?
So first up, let's talk about dynamic save. We're now calling dynamic save break.
Break is a better
The
name.
hitbox now gets bigger over time, and then blocking break is easier to combo from.
Yeah, there was some annoying stuff about that before.
You also get 50% break meter after a champion dies. Why? Well, we saw and heard that how hard it was to make a comeback, so we removed Fury as a fuse. And
Timo,
now have
you
a new
had
system called
break.
Fury break, which gives you a 25% damage boost and a 25% damage
Fury was the
reduction.
fuse before.
You can
Interesting that it's
activate this
different
the
now.
same way as you activate break by pressing, S1 or S2 plus a team button. Of course, if you're playing duos, then
It
your duo
is
does
X
that for you.
Factor.
There are several types of Fury break activation. So Sean's doing it offensively. So
Fuck, it is. Fuck, I need more power.
if you
Just
do it in the middle of a combo, it does a wall bounce. It allows for follow-up, so you can end your combo with it to increase your damage, or do it at the beginning of a combo to increase your damage. The bonuses that you get, so like the damage reduction and the damage boost, it allows for 10 seconds when you do it
and he gets the
offensively.
dash cancel still.
Similarly, if you do it defensively, you get those same bonuses. So similarly, Sean has Fury Break activated right now. Also, last 10
It does not look
seconds.
like it lasts very
The
long.
big
That's
difference
true.
is that if he does it in neutral, so if he doesn't do it offensively or defensively, just does it in neutral, the bonus actually lasts for 20 seconds. So we want
20 seconds.
20 seconds. But that means you can't use it.
When you're in that Fury state, you can dash cancel, and it removes 5 seconds off the clock. So after your remaining time, rather, you could dash cancel any special or normal, as long as you have it left on hit or block.
My thought is if the game has like soft knockdowns more often, giving characters dash cancels to get better mix-ups makes a lot more
You
sense.
want to use this thing offensively, but do this. They're stuck there for a second, so like they have to guess now.
What?
And then,
Shit.
and so there's a lot of pressure that can be had.
I'm about
Once
to
your
break.
first champion dies, just remember you get that 50% Fury Break meter, and Fury Break is on once you decide to use it.
I wonder
So
if it'll
let's
be
talk
better
about
to
push
save
block.
it or not.
We got a
It
lot
might
of
depend on the
feedback in
situation.
Alpha Lab 1 that push block was just not available enough. It cost 1 bar, so the cost was pretty steep.
My problem with push block was that it was like so fucking strong. You just were supposed to do it all the time, always.
Now it no longer costs a bar of super meter. Now it's performed by pressing the team button while you are blocking. And if you are the assist, then the assist is the one responsible for the push block. We internally call this push assist. This shares a cooldown with your assist, so and also allows you to handshake tag after a successful.
So you get no
push
assist here.
You have to make a choice between calling your assist and offensive pressure versus defense. And if you're playing with a duo, your duo is responsible for protecting you from pressure. So yeah, Tom, you got to help me out here.
It is bad because if you beta push block here and then they do that, it is very scary.
Keep the party going.
Oh, they changed the
Air
time order
Tech,
now.
we saw a lot of combos which were not, real combos during Alpha Lab 1 since folks were not air teching.
That one
And
video
holding
did
normal attack
irreparable
button
damage.
while getting comboed was just really
So whoever
unintuitive.
posted and said it was
So we
infinite.
decided to make it occur automatically. You can opt out of the automatic air tech by holding down.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so we want to prevent any sort of
Auto air teching makes a lot of sense to include. Being able to not tech if you don't want to, I think also makes a lot of sense.
like checkmate situations and give you another option to protect against offense. But of course, if I'm holding down and Sean knows I'm holding down, he could just like launch me again or something, He can just keep hitting me. Yeah,
It's great.
yeah. So not a real combo. but
I'm
that's
surprised
sort of
there's no
trade-off
down tech.
between-
Maybe the down tech they thought was like too strong. I wonder how bad this is in certain scenarios because there's probably situations where you can like put someone in a guess where they have to tech or not.
air teching.
I wonder if most people are
So,
holding down.
OTG changes in Alpha Lab 1, we heard a lot of feedback that, it was pretty boring to end like a combo with an OTG, which in Alpha Lab 1, it forced
always
a back
back rolled.
roll, and then it really put you, at your
You're
opponent's
so
mercy
far
to-
away
to
because
their
like
wake up
Yasuo
games,
used to be able to actually mix you off of like this OTG, but then he couldn't in the last one.
Right, so now when you do a weak OTG on the ground, we give you the same suite of get up actions as we do for other knockdowns.
I see.
Yeah, I can roll back.
or you can go forward.
And I can do my get up attack.
Oh, you can fucking
Another
get up
one
attack
that,
off
we focused on was
OTGs.
reducing combo length. Combos were
That's
too long
messed up.
or felt too long.
Yeah, I don't
in
like
the field
down
in
tech
general.
DPFZ either. But
So for one,
if
you can no
offense is
longer
like
call assists after a tag launcher.
the thing is, there's a lot of buffs to defense in this. My first thought is like not fearing that offense is too strong, even with the tech options they just showed. There's so many buffs to defense, especially with roll, right?
You can also no longer tag after performing a double down super or supers with both champions in one combo.
Yeah, this shit was
As an
messed
example, in
up.
Alpha Lab 1, we were seeing combos with multiple double
Dude,
downs in
you could
them.
just, like,
and
fucking
it
kill
was
someone
taking a very
from
long
full
time.
life.
There were a lot of games where like a champion would get damaged with a lot of remaining red health, and then once that red goes away, you see that gray there, and that
Yeah.
gray is what
Yes,
actually
this
heals
changes
up.
are
People would
very
just
large,
literally
dude.
run away for a really long time, and a big factor in this was
But the push block looks quite
not just
strong.
how easy it was to run away,
still.
you know, but mainly just how long it took for that health to regenerate. We made a regenerate at a speed which just allows players to get back into the action faster and make a decision where it's like, hey, like this
Whoa,
player's
that
gonna
is
come on
way
line pretty
faster.
soon. Like let me get back out there. And then I want to talk a little bit about dead assists. Dead assists. What are you talking about? Even though Echo's KO'd, Tom can still do assists, can do super assists, so he's still very much in the action. And we've actually just found that a lot more fun. And when you combine that with him being able to like push block with the team button, there's a lot to do, even if you accidentally get KO'd early.
This
Or
is
you're
pretty
gonna
big.
go
Being
ahead
able to
and
do super
use this,
assist is
super assist.
so
You're
huge.
gonna use it now and clutch out the round. You're gonna waste it, and then your teammate's gonna be like, "Oh my god, you should have saved it for the next round."
Yeah, being able to spin bar
now
while
that's
dead
your
is pretty big. Because
decision. That's
before,
you,
if you
and-
died with
and
3
then that
meters,
fight
it was
is
like,
yours to
well,
fight
I
with your
wasted
teammate as
3
well.
meters.
We still want there to be some counterplay. So, like I said before, Tom, if you call your assist out, and
So-
you'll notice like that's a 7-second cooldown.
Yeah,
Go
this is
back
a huge
to try to
change.
turn the tides.
Is there another game like this where you can call
Finally,
an
we
assist
felt
while
like
they're
super
dead?
jumps were too predictable and also received similar feedback in that vein. So as a result, we allow you to hold forward, back, or down to drift in these directions for a super jump, allowing you to keep your opponent guessing and have a
No,
bit
this-
more freedom in how you
this is pretty
navigate a number
big.
of situations. So this is my regular super jump right here, right? I can get that same distance and like hold it back. You can also hold down when you super jump to sort of affect the angle much more. So we just want
Our super jump looks really
a little
floaty.
bit more.
Man, the changes are
One
so
note we
big.
heard was sometimes in a match, champions were too close together and it was pretty hard to tell what was happening. So as a result, we increased the collision pill size so that now they are more visually separated during combat. We heard from you all that the location for the assist cooldown timer was too far from the action, so you centralize this around the match timer.
And the burst in the
that
middle.
way,
This makes
it's
sense.
easier to see in the middle than it is on the sides of the screen where it was before.
The gameplay changes especially are so huge.
All
Like, there's a lot to
bounces
cover.
were really
I'll
fast and
give
hard to
more
follow
thoughts
up on,
as I...
So we chased
There's like, it's a long
animation for
video,
it,
so I'm
slowed
gonna
it
let
down
it
a bit,
keep playing until they're
to make
done
for
showing
easier
gameplay
combos.
stuff.
So here, I'm gonna jump up so you can combo me. Yeah, and so, Jinx right here is falling, much slower than she would have in Alpha Lab 1, so it just makes it a lot easier to follow up on. So handshake tag, we received a lot of feedback that handshake tag, while your assist was getting hit, was not only confusing, but frustrating as well, so we just took that functionality out. So
Yeah, it was like one of the most annoying things I've ever dealt with. Like, versus games are very high frustration. This shit got me hit more than almost anything in the game, and it made me mad every time. I would hit someone's assist, and then I would be like, oh, I'm hitting the assist. Okay, cool. Like, I'll back away or go hit go to the point character or something. Like, I'll chase the point character now or whatever. And then they would just tag, and then this motherfucker behind me would just get up like the Undertaker and just start fucking punching me. And I'd be like, bro, this shit like is the least intuitive fighting game thing I could think of basically ever. If you played other versus games especially, the minute you hit their assist, your brain says, that is no longer, like, it doesn't exist, right? You just like rule it out because you just hit their assist and it's like no longer a thing to worry about on the screen. In this game, it's like I hit their assist, I fucked up. By hitting their assist, I've now opened Pandora's box and created a variable unlike which I could account for. It's like, oh no. Especially because 2x assist allowed you to call an assist of a character that got knocked down again. So I would hit your assist, run at your point character, and then you would call the assist from behind me after I had knocked it down, and then it would hit me in the back, and then you would tag, and then you would start doing mixes on me, and I would actually want to break my controller. The happiest change of my life.
Yeah, that always felt.
Yeah. So I'm trying to handshake tag and I can't. We heard that sometimes it's really hard to understand.
This is a good change
how you
also.
got bumped up, especially.
This is a Skullgirls feature,
hectic,
right?
Heat of the moment battle. So we decided to add an indicator. So that's me getting hit normally, and then this is me, blocking high.
You see the yellow shards coming off.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yellow.
same thing
Yeah, I
with
see
those.
it.
So celebrating outplays. Finally, when you do something amazing, we want to make sure that everyone in and out of the game knows it and the height matches and skill required to reach this moment. So now a successful physical parry. We put some presentation on it. So,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Oh, she strikes a pose? I just noticed the pose when she parries.
Rare moment.
This parry animation is pretty good.
We wanted to make sure that the effects weren't covering up the champs as well, so clarity and presentation.
Yeah, cool.
Similarly, we've added new presentation on the moment when you punish a retreating guard. Okay, so as you can see,
well, this is gonna be very strong for Yasuo if you can still combo off of it.
Additional hit pause as well. Some of the effects were, we consider this.
Yeah, if he still gets the OTG stance, if he still gets stance and delight into what I like,
so it's presentation, clarity, but also gives you a bit more time to confirm.
As you guys have seen, like, Jinx is our newest champion. We are super excited. She is our take
Jinx
on
breakdown now?
character.
Okay, we're in Jinx stuff now. Lots of stuff to unpack here. The two new fuses are very, very cool. The solo one, very cool for new players. I think the sidekick one, very cool for new players. I think both are probably still useful for someone who's experienced if you want to like mess around. And then same thing for the pulse change, being able to toggle on auto combo off or on is like also very, very useful. The fuse is that you're the Juggernaut and you gain power as the Juggernaut, right? So you gain extra health, extra damage, snapback 5 meters, and you gain the Fury change. Yeah, they can double down by themselves. Like if you're like, oh man, I can't play Juggernaut and have 2x assist fuse at the same time. Like what fuse do you want? Like what all the other fuses interact with assists and stuff, right? What's the like part of the game that you're missing from a fuse? You're already gaining a bunch of stuff. And also, to be frank, Juggernaut should not be the best way to play the game, right? If this is a 2v2 fighting game, then Juggernaut should be like a cool option you can play, but it should probably not be the most optimal way to play the game where like everybody's just gonna play one character all the time. If it's like the most optimal way to play the game, then they gotta rename this shit to 1x KO. And yeah, exactly. And like they already patented 2x KO and trademarked that shit, so I really like the combo changes. I think the hard knockdown stuff is really cool. I think anything to incentivize different kinds of combos is a very good change. And it's also cool because like what if some characters you need assist to get hard knockdowns? That means that you won't have your assist for your Oki, but then you have to spend your assist to get the hard knockdown. So then do you want to like try to find a way to get a hard knockdown without spending it, or do you want to like use your other assists for stuff, or like does your character have set play that they can do? It opens up the door for like the Echo Time Winder stuff, because like if there's no hard knockdowns, then like how do you set up that kind of stuff, right? So like it's cool. All of this is cool. Jinx time.
Again, we are super excited. She is our take on a zoner character.
Oh,
it's really important that we have a broad variety of archetypes, and this is our first like true like sort of keep
time to get shot, guys.
Character. And her game plan is basically to kind of fill the screen with garbage and stay one step ahead of you, frustrate you, confuse you.
I like this color.
And yeah, just take you down that way.
Her down forward light's a little slide.
Little slidey.
Distance. And then, she's got like a running medium attack, which is the low, and you can combo off of it, which is really cool.
Why?
So she can go in. She's also got down forward heavy, which is an overhead.
Bonk.
And,
I love that the heavies use the
she
hammer.
Can combo off of it and do some stuff there.
So when I played this character, the way they described her to me and how she worked is she's like the OTG queen. It doesn't matter what the hit is. Like your other character air throws, you call Jinx, tag, OTG, just start blast. Like her thing was OTG, so I'm curious if that's like.
But yeah, she's got like a couple things here, and one thing I want to call out too is her M's all use her zapper.
Yeah.
And that will actually come into play with how it interacts with her kit. So she's bringing out pow, and she's shooting that machine gun. The cool thing is, as you saw, mine only did 6 hits, but Clocks did 12. It's because you can hold it.
I love her animation when she holds it.
Just want to hold it and grind it out, you can. You can also hold up to extend it. One of Jinx's unique abilities is that she can cancel her S1s into her S2. And so her S2 is missile, and she can cancel this on hit or block into missile. You can lift them up and then cancel into a missile and things like that. She has a back S1, which is a nice little like anti-air spread, which again, you can combo this into missile like when they jump in and try to follow up, which is really cool. She's got an air S1, so she's grinding it out midair.
He said the word grind like 7 times. When I played this motherfucker, he's an evildoer. He's like, I'm gonna play against you, the team that I called the Grinder. And he played Ahri and Jinx. And he did call Ahri assist, dash up, call Ahri assist, dash up, fucking shoot the missile at me, and just fucking, that's what he did.
You can shoot one on the ground, you can shoot it in the air. You can also hold it which takes a second to come out, but then it flies out really fast.
Oh, it's faster, okay.
She can also shoot it down while she's in the air. This hits you, it also hits OTG, so you can do some cool, fun stuff with that. She's also got down S2, which is a rocket jump. She can control down forward or down back. So it's a really unique movement option that she can act out of. And it also hits OTG, so you can find some fun stuff with that. So you might notice this meter just above the super bars with her zapper. When it's full, you hit back S2, she shoots a zapper projectile, and this thing lights you up, electrifies you, and you get a free follow-up. I know you're trying to go for that zapper combo. Look, we definitely got that on tape, all right? Also, I want to talk a lot about like her traps. So the first thing is she's got choppers.
Yeah, she looks great in this
You do
version.
this with forward S1, and you tap it, and it has this little patrol of like front, back, and then after a bit of time, it explodes. Again, for counterplay, if you hit her or she blocks, like it goes away.
Okay.
You can also just knock that thing away with projectiles or attacks, and it'll disappear. Then she can also hold forward S1 and throw the chomper. And that's actually
suck
really cool.
on this loading grenade, open fire, eat lead.
She's throwing it is not active. Once it's active, if it touches you, it's gonna lock on. It's gonna explode after a little bit of time. Use your buttons in really cool ways to get it over to the opponent,
my god!
Right? And so you know, like when you look at this like crouch M or you look at this S1, there's a lot of ways you can interact with chompers. Yeah, you could do stuff like that. That's actually ridiculous. You know, when you do team, that calls chompers. And you notice it attaches on block even. And then of course her back assist is S2. Was that a parry attempt that I saw there?
Maybe.
That's like one of her little traps. Another one is monkey. So you do this with down S1, and she puts this monkey out, and it'll go across the screen, and once it reaches the champion, it explodes the champion. However, you can hit the down S1 again, and she can raise or lower the height.
Wait, she has drone, she has minigun.
Monkey as well. You can smack
might be gold, Lewis.
They kind of bounce into each other. Just a second. So there's a lot of really clever things you can do with it. You can actually charge it with your zapper. So if you hit it, it actually like gets charged. It goes faster, and then it's gonna like quickly electrify them. You get a combo afterwards, which is really fun. And same, if you do this with the zapper.
Oh, you can like,
maybe that hits, maybe it doesn't. You know, we'll see if you can time it better than I can. That's really durable. Projectile, so if you just hit it with a normal attack, it'll kill it. But try to shoot rockets at it. Yeah, so the projectiles just push it back really. And so that's one of the strengths compared to chompers, which just gets destroyed by everything.
Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. When this fucking Alpha Lab comes out, I'm gonna pick Yasuo assist and just call Windwall and stare at you Jinx players like the disgusting degenerates you are. Like, I'm just saying, you think you're gonna play the game against me? You're not. You're not playing the game against me, bro.
Normal, so we're gonna do S1 and L. She puts this big rocket in there, and a bunch of fireworks occur.
Oh no!
So a really cool thing
grenade.
You can do is you can just like run up and do like light, medium, heavy, hold S1, up S1, and then do her S1 super and get that rocket going. And this is a really fun super because if you can get them in the sweet spot of the explosions, it does a ton of damage. So this one is she takes that zapper and charges it and shoots a big
she got a beam super?
It doesn't do as much damage as the fireworks in the sweet spot, but it's great for killing assists. Also, once you activate it, after the activation, you can hold up and angle it upwards. So you can do it, and if someone tries to jump, you can react during that freeze. You can also shoot
Hyper Viper.
Shoot it straight in the air. You can shoot it straight. See, he tried to parry. Oh, let's see if we can parry this thing. Hold on, let's see if we can parry this. Let's hit. Oh, you do hate to see a misplay. You do hate to see a misplay, but we like the attempt. If y'all can parry that, send me a clip. Send us all a clip. We want to see it. And you better not.
Yeah, I wonder how low you can do it.
It has to be like a parry and a punish. You have S1 plus S2, which is her ult. This is one of my favorites. It's really
super mega death rocket multi cannon.
She hits this button, lets it rip, and this thing comes down and explodes and does a lot of damage. The really cool thing is it kind of tracks the opponent's location a little bit. Its height doesn't change, so if like they're in the air, it will hit them in the air as it's falling, which is really cool. We'll see if we can maybe manufacture that. Hit that button. Man. Yeah, so you see it brought clock down. I do want to show you the super assist, which is pretty cool. So she shoots a big spread. So you can throw the chompers out, throw this out, zap, wait for it to explode, throw it out, hit the beam.
No
We'll see
fucking
if I timed
shot.
it
It's
right.
gonna ignite the chomper. Oh!
I messed it up.
Wait, that is tight.
I was
though.
mashing. I was mashing. The one I think
For like
is
a
the
pretty
most fun is really
simple
just like
combo.
light, medium, heavy. Hold this, lift it up, and then do the fireworks. The cool thing is you can start setting up. So I'm putting a monkey out. I'm throwing a chompers, and there's like already stuff coming at him on the screen. One of the things I wanted to show off was this unique normal she has, back heavy. And this is cool
flash kick?
because it puts her airborne. So you can shoot a missile right after it.
She could probably do back heavy, air rocket, back heavy, air rocket, but she's probably got a bunch of shit. OTG, fucking air rocket, knock him down, charge jump heavy, OTG
There we
super.
go, there we go.
Okay. Wait, I did a fuck ton. Bro.
Oh my god.
Okay.
We did it. Let's go. Let's
Wait,
go.
second
All
try
right.
too, not bad.
So, you know, shouts to the team. Loving
Yeah,
how
she looks
Jinx
awesome.
looks. There's just so many crazy interactions that you all can come up with here, and we can't wait to see you just like really break it open.
Everything we've run through today and more will be available in Alpha Lab 2.
Dude, the
That
pool
playtest is
party
going to
stuff,
run
they
from
show that. There's
April
an
18th
article
to
after that
20th
shows
in the
it,
United
but they
States,
show
Canada,
the
and
skins from
Brazil.
it.
We really want to
Whoa, the
know
lobby
how
looks
these
different.
changes are landing
This
for
is the
you
ranked
compared to
lobby, I
Alpha
guess,
Lab
right?
1. So be sure to tell us what you think. Promise we're going to keep you guys well informed as we understand more. For now, let's go to the show matches. Huh?
Brom
All right, thanks.
Brom skin's sick.
There better not be rules to this.
Oh, that's a new Jinx skin too. Oh, I just realized it's Sidekick on player 2.
Gonna make you got him.
Wait, this shit is sick. Is there pickup? Oh, the chompers plus Braum pick throw setup. The scary stuff. Push up. Hammer. Combo? Oh, no combo. Command grab whiff. Oh, that's her front throw, right? So she can OTG. She gets chompers into set play, into do you call Yasuo tag or not? Which this is Sidekick, so there's no Yasuo swap. But that running attack seems pretty good. Wow, what an air throw. Is this, can you kill? She can air throw? Self OTG super? That seems pretty good. Oh, back heavy? Wow. She gets to convert from everything, guys. This character is converting. This running medium, heavy, minigun, rocket, zap, running, rocket. I'm sure you can combo off this too. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, that was definitely going to be a kill. But she converts from everything. Nice anti-air. Boot dive. Look at this. Air S2 rocket, set out the chompers, tech inwards, hit a button, the chompers hit you and the assist. She can just cover the tech, she just doesn't care. Sky boom. But the recovery on that seems good now. She just recovered from the air, whatever it was. Yeah, she pushes you back full screen. There's also a retreating dart during it, right? Oh, you can set up there. The chompers are out. She just backdashed like 4 times during the fucking super and put out the chompers and the Braum shield. Wow, she's dead, guys. I don't know if she's making this comeback. No parry. Boom. Oh, it's for the skin. Wait, did you see this? This must be for the Braum skin, right? Wait, this is like a Braum KO animation. When I was talking about cosmetic stuff for fighting games, this is something I mentioned.
Starting now.
The pool party Darius.
Too many guns? More like not enough arms.
Is this pool party Jinx?
Let's go!
Oh, I like that. It was crouching light into rocket to hit the chompers. This is Sidekick Jinx again, by the way. So she is solo here. Oh, I forgot that you can do that. Overhead. Money. Oh, you're so dead here, I think. Sweaty ass Darius combos. Oh, dude, the blood. Like the bleed effect giving you extra chip, and then the fucking minigun. monkey out, hit the monkey in with the light. Dude, this monkey seems pretty, like, it seems pretty hard to deal with. Wow. She just combos from everything. It like doesn't matter what the hit is, right? Oh, that assist was good. It stopped her from setting up the choppers there. Because that's what they did last time. Yeah, it seems like she combos from everything. Minigun seems very annoying. Old Louis James is done. I like the super. I don't think it's too long. That's one of the important things that I was worried about. That seems cheap. This is beam super, double down, tag, overhead low. She parried the beam in the middle, but I don't think she parried every hit. Oh, she parried like 5 hits. Whoa. OTG mix. I like that. Didn't dump the meter because it wasn't gonna kill. Yeah, this character looks really fun. The game also looks really fast now. I feel like the pace of this from what we just watched is like so much faster than the Alpha Lab. Like everything seems snappier, right? I want it to be this fast because like a game like this, you don't want that shit, especially if it's 2 rounds. You don't want it to be 2 rounds and it to feel like, oh my god, like I'm waiting 400 goddamn seconds for this to happen. I forget the name of this skin for Echo. I didn't like this skin that much in the MOBA because I just used true damage, but it looks pretty cool here. And then the Alawi skin, Sandstorm, Gara's Sun. This is the what's it called? Sandstorm, Echo, and Alawi. Oh, her S1 hit the chompers. You saw that? Alawi hit it right there with her S1. Yeah, true damage Echo is the best Echo skin for sure. So. And as we all know, if you're an Echo player in the game, we all know. Mechanical pull-in. I wanted to see the new Alawi combo. Dude, the noises of her, whatever it's called, hitting, her like big totem is like so good. Oh, she gets hit standing by rocket from that height. I'm afraid it's over for you. I'm afraid you're too tall to ride this ride. And that ride is passing you, but no. Oh my god. What up, Jojo? Thanks for the raid. Hope the stream was fun. Uh-oh. Oh, hard knockdown mix. Oh, let's go. Time to game, motherfucker. You know? You sick fucks. This is stand H, right? Charges, dash, boom. Mid screen, you do double whatever, and then you get the hard knockdown mix, and then got him. Oh my god. Oh, that combo was almost really cool. Oh, the health bar is like moving stuff when there's like an air throw. Oh, that's wow. The tentacle hit like that and gave you the air combo. Yeah, I wonder what's different about this Alawi champion, this Alawi unit. Is that gonna punish? Oh fuck, man. That's not good. That shit is so fast. Proton cannon. Oh man. I saw that they changed the Time Winder super earlier, but that's the new combo. I was like, oh wow, when you do Time Winder super now, it knocks them so high. I was like, how are you supposed to combo off that? You just hit it in and then throw another Time Winder and then it wall bounces. And then this is gonna be a hard knockdown because of the reaction, right? Oh, unless Jinx is out, never mind, my bad. That was, look, it is a hard knockdown. It was a hard knockdown on Alawi, you saw that? That was the setup. It says limit strike. Hard knockdown. That shit is a hard knockdown. That's the setup mid-screen. You get Time Winder in the fucking mid-screen, hard knockdown mix up like that. Before, the way the game worked was Echo would just hit you and knock you down and then meterlessly do the best mix possible. Now it's like, all right, if I spend my time winder super and then do this route and conversion, I can get hard knockdown mix mid screen. It's already cooler than before. The decision making is like more interesting. Yeah, I think they made a lot of changes to make the game easier to play, and then they made a lot of changes that make the actual decision making more interesting long term probably as well, right? It's a bit of both. A lot of the stuff they showed was like, hey, we're trying to... This shit seems fucked up. Oh my god, man. A lot of the changes were like, yeah, we tried to make the game easier for people to pick up and play, but then the actual dirt is scumbaggy. Dude, look at this. This is a hard knockdown. Time to get mixed. Oh my god, help. And there was an assist there as well, too. I love the pool party effect on the hammer, by the way. Dude, look at this pool party skin. The hammer has like water on it. And then when you shoot look at this pool party cannon. It's a yellow submarine, and then it opens up to shoot the rocket. Look at this setup. Start throwing chompers, roll below. She just tech rolls forward and she's out of there. I'm gone. I have escaped the mix. The mix-up no longer affects me. I am gonna block this whack-ass mix-up. Oh, get shot, motherfucker. Blam! Oh, is this gonna punish? Probably not, right? It's not that fast, is it? They made a lot of changes to make this shit seems cheap. Oh, they're in the air, so no left-right mix. Or so no overhead low mix. They made a lot of changes to make the game easier to play for people. So what we're watching, though, is like the devs playing show matches, so it's going to be quite a bit higher ceiling than what they showed off. Wow, cool. Oh, I like that. Dashing, crouch M, and then roll to try to get away. Yeah, I think the zap is like, it's like Sub-Zero freeze, right? You can think about it that same way. Casuals don't play the Marvel versus series. I don't think that's true at all. Oh, what the hell was the attempt there? Overhead dash cancel. Casual is known to hate Marvel. I think it's also one of the most popular games in terms of like what people like to watch. What is this music? It's one of the new lobby themes. Thank you, Draggles, for official confirmation. I mentioned before, when I last went in there, a lot of the foundation for a lot of this was there, right? When I got a chance to go play around the arcane time, they're messing with a lot of these ideas. It looks so much different than the last time I saw it. I think that they're on the right track in terms of like the kinds of changes for the game, making the game faster, adding ways for like new players to get in to make it easier to play. And like the cool thing about solo is I think that if you have homies that play the game, you could just play the game solo. And then when your homies get on, you can play duos with them. And you never have to play two characters if you don't want to. High level, I think the new combo structuring and decision making and speed all look awesome. They got all these cool skins and they got all these characters. Like, put the fucking game out right now. Let me just play it. Leave that alpha up for like 9 months. You know what I'm saying? So this is what ranked mode looks like. Oh, you have to like queue up with your friend. Ranked is in the lobby, by the way. So not like a separate thing. You just like queue up in the match in the lobby. Oh, placement match is done. Silver 1. Little Yordle icon. I have two thoughts about this. The first thought is I would generally prefer to not have to go to the lobby and just be able to queue from training mode. Second thought is playing this match in the lobby was way faster than even playing Street Fighter 6 in training mode. So on one hand, I'm like, on the other hand, like if it works really fast and it's like consistent and you can just play the game, I'll wait and see. That's like a good way to test it. But yeah, I mean, I would prefer to just queue from Training Buddy. Walk up spectate now also allows you to watch in full screen. Oh, so that's a general change, not even just lobbies, huh? New tutorial? Oh shit. Updated tutorial. Feel the motion. They all got stuff to say. New control setup situation. Before it was like pretty bare bones, right? Alpha Lab 2 will also feature new skins, avatar accessories, and champion mastery rewards. Each player will automatically receive 8,500 free KO points used in the in-game store. This won't be enough to purchase every single Alpha Lab 2 cosmetics, so you have to pick and choose which items seem coolest to you. We'll use that info to inform what kinds of cosmetics we should add in the future. And remember, currency and cosmetic content won't carry over, so spend those points as you will. Pool Party Mega Bundle. Yeah, guys, they're gonna make so much money. KO effect. Oh my god, the splash. It is illegal to fabricate US currency unless it looks like this, in which case it is legal, and this is a printer which creates US currency. It's the same thing. I don't understand. You're gonna run into people online called like her Darius, his Ari, and they're gonna have this outfit and the pool party Darius, and it's over for you. Like, you know, it's over. And even if you win, you know they're happier than you, and like there's no chance that you can beat that. So it's like, it's over.
I wander, but you are lost.
Old man Yasuo. God now. King Darius.
Hello,
Oh, this is the one that was in the last one.
Time to throw down.
Time to throw down.
It's an emergency. Please run screaming in a disorderly fashion.
Complete champion-specific missions to unlock unique rewards for your favorite champs. In Alpha Lab 2, you'll be able to earn the following rewards for each champion. 1 avatar outfit, 4 stickers, animated sticker, 3 taunts, 2 player cards, 4 titles, 1 mastery chroma. This is the red tiger or golden AK for having mastery effects. It's also got green effect VFX. You see that? Like the door is like, look at the smear frame. It's got different VFX. Why do we gotta wait a month? It's even worse if you're not a gamer in one of the countries where you can play, right? I don't know about everybody else, but my opinion is basically like, dude, put the game in the bag. You know what I mean? Like, just get it out there. I don't care what is in it. Like, just let everybody play the game. And like, I think most people would be happy. You know what I mean? Regardless of whatever the state is in. I wonder what they're like, this is what we need to have in this package before we can launch the game is. You know, is it like, we need to have X amount of characters, we need to have this amount of cosmetics, we need to have this amount of like polish on this stuff outside of gameplay? Because it sounds like they're cool with gameplay, right? They said basically like, we have a good feeling about where the gameplay is. Get them on the horn and ask. You think if I asked Riot, if I called John Riot and said, when are you guys going to do the test, and is the test going to be a closed beta into open beta into release, they would be like, yeah, let me give you those answers. I think no. After watching all this, I feel pretty like I kind of know what's going on. And that's, I actually don't feel like I have a lot of questions about the game. Like, I just want to play the game now. Guys, do you have any 2xKO questions that you want to ask? I can be your facilitator. Can smoke a joint with Ivern? I feel like you probably have already smoked a couple, given that question. But not with Ivern though? Okay.